Scott making a stop in the Florida Keys for a first-hand look at efforts to curb the surge of migrant landings and calling on the federal government to do more. Local 10's Janine Stanwood is live in Marathon to explain. Janine.
Both of our U.S. senators now have been here in the Florida Keys since state and federal law enforcement has been stepped up. Everybody has different ideas as to how to stop the flow of illegal migration here into South Florida, but everybody agrees those journeys through the Florida Straits are dangerous and sometimes deadly.
What we saw is where these rafts are coming in. Some of them are rafts, some of them are boats.
U.S. Senator Rick Scott riding with and meeting state, federal, and local law enforcement here in the Florida Keys about the recent surge in migration in South Florida. And about the added state resources we've seen firsthand, thanks in part to the governor's recent executive order. More federal assets are here as well.
While we have more federal resources here through Coast Guard and Border Patrol, what we have means we have less resources other places. So that doesn't make any sense.
We're glad now they have the resources. Prior to this, it was tasking my manpower allocation.
Biden administration's got to do is they've got to be clear that we're going to enforce our immigration laws.
Overnight, Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas clarifying over Twitter that even those who cross illegally by sea are subject to the administration's new rules and will be placed in, quote, removal proceedings. The feds say that's nothing new. Over the months, we've witnessed migrants being fingerprinted and technically beginning that removal process. Some apply for claims of credible fear and released to family as they await a court date. Typically, there hasn't been detention space, which is why these people are released to their families in the first place. But we can tell you, and kind of a new thing that we've seen, there have been migrants who got here yesterday at Big Pine Key, 15 from Cuba. We're told all of them are now in detention. As you know, the stepped up enforcement here in the Florida Keys is just temporary. Leaders on all levels hope that it serves as a deterrent. We're in Marathon. I'm Janine Stanwood, Local 10 News.